Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and the place to be, it's Debsy. Bloop, bloop, that's me. Boop, cheerio, that's me. Boop, Debsy. Okay, so happy Saturday. I hope everybody is having a great week. I took the last 2 days off. Really didn't have anything planned, and life had gotten the best of me, so I just decided to take a couple days off to get myself a little right with my brain. So I thought I would come back and say hi-de-ho to everybody. I hope, like I said, everybody's having a great day. Is a Saturday that I didn't do that much, but hey, listen, I'm gonna look at it as self-care. So, as I had mentioned before, I thought I could talk about this, and I wanted to talk about this during a time when I didn't have to cover other subjects. This is a video that could get some people a little worked up if you don't have the same opinion that I do. If you don't have the same opinion, that's cool. I mean, what's this world without differing opinions? If we all thought the same, it would be a pretty boring world, right? So today's subject that I'm going to cover is the upcoming coronation of King Charles III. I will preface this by saying, listen, I love watching anything royal family related. I'm intrigued by all of it. We don't have that here. We don't have a royal family in the United States. I mean, I think probably the closest we had ever come to like American royalty was probably the Kennedys, I'm thinking. Fun fact, my mother was actually going to name me after Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. She loved her. But she wasn't a big fan of my name being shortened to Jackie. So instead, she named me, well, actually, she said my father picked out the name, and they named me after Debbie Reynolds. So there we go. That's a fun fact. That has nothing to do with the royals or coronation. But I can remember my love of watching the royal family had come from my grandma, my Biba, and it was my father's mother. And in this house, she lived in this house that we live in now. And I remember getting up early and watching the royal wedding of Princess Diana of Wales. Oh, and we watched it, and my grandmother, she loved, I don't know why, but she thought Prince Charles was so handsome. I don't know why, but she thought he was so handsome. And I just absolutely, if you don't know, then I'll tell you, I love, I'm not even saying loved. I love Princess Diana. Like, she was honestly just, no. She was beautiful on the outside, but she was beautiful on the inside because she just treated everybody like they were all on a level playing field. Like, she wasn't snotty. And when she went and she toured that hospital with AIDS patients, and she just sat down and she just touched them and she spoke to them just like they were humans. That's why I just loved her. So I love her. But I think that's where my whole love of and fascination with the royal family comes into play. So next Saturday, I, like many others, am going to be getting up early, watching the coronation. I think I'm going to order a little fascinator, like a fun fascinator off of Amazon. I'm going to have tea, probably some of this tea. Of course, it's the my niece-in-law, Alyssa, had gotten this for me. It's a Princess Diana English breakfast tea. I think I'm gonna have some of this, and maybe I'll get a couple little scones from Starbucks. And I plan on making little like finger sandwiches. So it's gonna be real fun. So I plan on doing that. A little bit about the coronation. It's going to be next Saturday. It's going to be at Westminster Abbey. Of course, it's the crowning of King Charles III and Queen Consort Camilla. I'm sorry, I cannot not make a face whenever I say that name. The procession from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Abbey and then back from the Abbey to Westminster or to Buckingham Palace is going to be shorter than that of Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth's route when she was crowned was 5 miles, and Prince Charles, King Charles, his is going to be just 1.3 miles. Camilla will lose the consort and will be crowned queen. She is the fourth queen consort. So a queen consort, and I was wondering what a queen consort is. A queen consort, it says, is a queen. Essentially, a queen is someone who is a ruling monarch in her own right, but a consort is the female spouse of the male monarch. So the spouse of the king. So she, I guess, will be the queen. I don't know if she's going to be the queen consort or if she's just always going to be a queen. But she will not have her own crown. Like, a crown was not specifically made for her. She's going to be wearing Queen Mary's crown. So it's not a new crown, but from what I believe, there are some minor changes and some additions. Like, I believe she's doing something to it to honor Queen Elizabeth and to maybe honor some people in her life, like in her family. Now, King Charles, he is going to be wearing 2 crowns. The first one he's going to be wearing, it's the imperial state crown. It's the working crown. It's the one that he would wear to different state events. And it's also the one he'll be wearing on the final procession and also on the balcony. Like, when you see them all on the balcony, that's at Buckingham Palace, and there's going to be a flyover. So he will wear that there. It's not the most elaborate of the 2, but it does carry some bling to it because it has 2,868 diamonds. And then there's the St. Edward's crown. This is the crown that is saved for only to be used at the time of the exact coronation. It will be placed on his head at the exact moment of coronation. That weighs 5 pounds. And I believe it has 44 precious gemstones. So there we go. And also there's going to be a coronation concert. It's going to be Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, and Take 5. Now, from what I understand, there were, I don't want to say quite a few, but there were some big name English musicians were asked to do it. And I know for a fact that I had read that Adele and Harry Styles were both asked. They both said they were busy and they had plans already. I think maybe Elton John. I'm not 100% positive on that. So what they got was Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, and Take That. So there we go. I'm kind of surprised that Duran Duran isn't doing it. However, they very well may be touring. So, because they did play the Diamond Jubilee for the last Diamond Jubilee for the Queen. So that's the facts. Let's get into my opinions on this. I will be watching it because like I said, I'm fascinated by all of the like the pomp and just all of the tradition. I love it. I love watching. I watched all the weddings and I love it. However, listen, I will always be a fan of Princess Diana. He did her dirty. He did her so dirty. And the fact that I just cannot. To me, I know Camilla is queen consort and she will be, I guess she'll be queen. Listen, in my mind, she's a side chick. That's just it. You can, if listen, if you like them together, good for you. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, but that's who he was supposed to be with. Well, if he was supposed to be with her, then they should have found a way for them to be together to begin with. Instead, they pull in this young girl, a queen, you know, Diana, because they felt that she was the image was the optics was much better for her. You know, she had no idea of what she was getting into, and they just threw her to the lions. And I will never be a fan of King Charles III, ever. From what I understand, he does do a lot for the environment. That's great. I just don't like him, and I just do not like Camilla. I'm sorry. I just do not. I mean, don't come for me if you do. If you do, great. Because like I said, everybody has varying opinions and differing opinions. I just don't. The other thing that's going to be talked a lot about during this coronation is, I don't want to say the relationship between Harry and William and Charles, because it doesn't really appear like there is any type of relationship. We found out that the invitation went out to Harry and Meghan, and just Harry is going to be coming. And they had said that is because it is his oldest son, Archie's birthday. And I can understand that. She's staying behind for her son's birthday. Listen, if I was her, I would say that. If I was pushed further, I would probably say more. Like, wait a minute. You're upset that I'm not coming. You don't like me. Like, it is no big secret that the British public just doesn't, from what I can see, and from what I've heard, you know, and read, the public doesn't really like her. And then, so what? She's gonna go over there. She's gonna get talked about mercilessly. She's gonna be dragged mercilessly through the press. And who knows? I mean, listen, there's crazy people out there that do crazy things. Who's not to say something would happen? I'm just saying. If I was her, I'd be like, listen, I'm staying behind for my child. It's his birthday. Plus, you all don't want me there. You don't like me. Why am I going to go? Because then it would just take away from the day is crowning a king, crowning your king. So if the both of them were there, then it would just be even more taken away from that. And also, listen, I'm sorry, but I'm sure Harry and Meghan have like, they can pay their cable bill in California. It's going to be all over the place. She can watch CNN. She can watch Fox. She can watch ABC, NBC, CBS, whatever, wherever it's at. I'm sure you can get the BBC. They pay their cable bill. She can just watch it. I would much rather, seriously, would I want to be there, or would I rather just be sitting at home, chilling in my pajamas, eating a scone, drinking some iced coffee? Sure, yes, I would. Unless I were, of course, sitting next to David Beckham or Idris Elba. Then put my fat ass in like a nice dress and a hat. And then, sure, David here, Idris here. I'll do it. Other than that, I think she did the right thing, because, listen, side eye, would I want to go be uncomfortable, be talked about, get the side eye, get the nasty looks? No, I wouldn't. And I think Harry's going to do what he needs to do. I think he's going to go in and he's going to just put in the time, and then leave. He's not a working royal anymore, so he really doesn't probably have to do that much. So there we go. Another thing that I had heard, now this is allegedly, this is a rumor. This is just a rumor, allegedly a rumor. But everybody was getting on Harry for all this and that and everything that he's done. But then allegedly, there is this rumor that William had cheated on Kate years ago. I believe when she was pregnant, allegedly when she was pregnant with Louis. They're friends. Like, I guess they run in the same circle. I think it's called like the turnip, not the turnip crew. Something about turnips. But, I mean, apparently that was a thing. Like, he was probably having just dinners with her. I don't know. I mean, there were never any rumors of Harry cheating. And another thing that I had heard is when, you know, everybody knows that whenever Harry was in school, he was the wild one, and everybody knew all about him smoking pot and doing this and that. But from what I understand, you know, when William was in college, was in school, I mean, he broke up with Kate a few times, and apparently, like, he was just as big a partier. But the thing is, he was, and I always hated this, he was the heir, Harry was the spare. I always hated that. I just do not like that. So he had this image to uphold. So everything that he did, there was damage control. It was hidden. But with Harry, it wasn't. From what I've read, I mean, Harry's problems and mistakes and partying was put out there on the front page to take some of the pressure off of Camilla. So I can see that totally. I can completely see that happening. So that's it. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make this video and get all my rants and all my opinions out. Because once again, I will be watching the coronation. I'm going to be making a video about it, maybe vlogging throughout the day, because I love all of it. I love the imagery and the pomp and the circumstance and everything, and the lavishness of it. I just don't like King Charles, and I really don't like the side chick. I'm sorry, Camilla. So there we go. Let me know what you think. I mean, are you going to be watching it? So with that being said, I hope everybody has a great rest of the weekend. And if nobody told you yet today, I love you. You are loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there. And I will see you guys tomorrow with an intentions and a reset. And bye, guys. I'm going to go make mini tacos.